today we have to talk about Toshi. Toshi actually just did a pretty big update, so we're gonna talk about that today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Let's go straight over this. Okay, so what we got to look at with Toshi is a big major update. But before we go over that, let's talk some numbers. In the last 24 hours, we are up 7.4%. Still down 9.9% in the last 7 days, but hey, still up 10% in the last 14, still up 16% in the last 30 days, and still up 349% in the last year. So that's pretty good. And then the trading volume is still looking decent at 26 million and market cap at 317 million. So Toshi's been doing, all right, decent. Maybe it's not doing the best, but still, it's still in the game. Almost at a million holders total here. So 952,597 holders. So people are still actively in. Hey, and look, I hit the refresh button. Now we're at 952,603. So as you can see, we just went up inside of Toshi right there. So that's like five. Uh, Actually, no, I think that's a little more than five holders, right? I think that's yeah, that's more than five holders, like six holders right there, like literally in the last few minutes. So that's pretty big. But yeah, Toshi is still moving up. This is the big news though. So they just now launched BNB trading coins on Toshi Mart. So now you can pair coins with BNB. You can launch on the Binance Smart Chain, and you can also pair them with Aster. So they noticed that Aster was pumping, and they were like, "Look, we are going to allow people to pair with Aster as well." So here it is. This is the Binance side of things. So this is BNB, the BNB chain that you can see over here base. But yeah, now you can launch things with BNB, and then you can also pair it alongside of Aster. And there's not that many projects that have gotten actually listed and graduated. Not many at all, because I guess it's so new. It's hard for them to get listed like immediately. But you can see people are already throwing coins out there. Like they're trying to get their coin to graduate. And yeah, there's a lot of different coins on here already, which is pretty impressive. The fact that they did it so fast, like so many people are posting them. And then you can see here you can pair it with Aster, but I would say it'd be pretty smart to pair Aster since it's pumping, but then you also have to think about some other things. Like if you pair it with BNB, BNB starts pumping too. Aster is built on BNB, so it only makes sense. But yeah, it does seem like a lot of different projects are. There was some projects doing some numbers and pumping like really good, but still remember it's a launch pad, so still be careful. Don't go on here trying to YOLO your money, right? Because you already know what happens with that. Like you probably will lose all your money if you try to YOLO it. But yeah, we only have two graduated coins, so on the BNB side of things. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they uh, put this out there. So yeah, another thing, someone mentioned something good. They said that they're waiting for Toshi to get listed onto the BNB road, the Binance roadmap. And one thing I'll say is the fact that they just did this it kind of hints at the idea that they're trying to actively get listed to BNB, because a lot of time or get listed to Binance, because a lot of times whenever, like, let's say you have a project on Base or a project on Ethereum, a lot of time what projects will do is they'll start doing things that benefit Binance and BNB in general, so they can get listed to Binance. We're seeing Baby Doge doing something kind of similar, right? We've seen them do something similar with Binance. So a lot of times this is what projects will do. They will try to appeal to BNB, will appeal to Binance by doing something for BNB and for the ecosystem. So that might be what's going on right now. So if it is, then they could be pretty bullish pretty soon. But yeah, anyways, we just bounced off the support here at point 0.0007. We're going closer to 0.0008. As for the MACD right now on the chart, We did just now have a bunch of selling volume, and now we probably will have a little more. This is the daily chart, so it's possible that you could see the price drop a little bit lower. But hey, we've been on a straight uptrend here with with Toshi, and we've actually been on this uptrend for a while. If you think about it from this perspective, like this is a straight uptrend. So this has been on the same uptrend since April of 2025, which is this year, obviously. But all the way back in April, it's been on the same trend. So if we are to follow this to a T, we could pull back a little bit and then continue upwards once we hit the support here, or we could just continue up where we are now and then eventually come back here to this trend line. So yeah, we are still on an uptrend if you look at it from that perspective. So I think Toshi is in a good position. The only time I would say that you should be worried is if you see it breaking below this trend line. So if we break below the trend line, then we're definitely inside of a bad position. So we don't want to break below that trend line. Now, looking at the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour chart kind of shows us something a little bit different. Shows the buyers are starting to step in. It shows buying pressure is about to start coming in. You can see one little green candlestick there, indicating that we are about to start getting purchasing coming in for Toshi. And then you can kind of see it turning upwards as well. So I think this is a pretty bullish signal for Toshi, especially looking at this trend line here. It definitely shows that we have a possibility to have more momentum towards the upside. So that's something I think you should pay attention to. Also, the percent R trend exhaustion is curving back upwards towards the upside. So there is a possibility that we can start seeing Toshi moving up again. And look, we are up 7% in the last 24 hours. So I mean, we're still in good standing with Toshi, and we haven't went below that trend line. So I really wouldn't be too worried about things until we go below that trend line. And then when you look at the hourly chart, I mean, the hourly chart's looking nice. So first of all, on the MACD on the hourly chart, lots of buying volume coming in. So that's always a good thing. And then you can see the percent R trend exhaustion on the hourly chart shows the long-term trend slowly but surely coming up. The short-term trend is a little bit overbought. So you could see the short-term trend coming down, kind of like pulling the prices down a little bit. And then you can see them meet and then eventually go out together. So I think that, things could be looking good for Toshi here. We have a possibility to pull back, but then once we pull back, we have this trend line, and then that could give us the momentum to push up higher. So I think a small pullback would be good, not a large one, just a small one to hit the trend line. But yeah, hopefully it does not break the trend line. But yeah, anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want me to go over next. As always, I'll be back with another video.